Good evening. Rob is off tonight. It is with very heavy hearts here at Local 12 that we report the passing of University of Cincinnati Hall of Famer and Cincinnati Royals player Connie Dierking.
Connie was the father of our friend and co-worker Cammy Dierking. Rob Braun has the story of a life well lived.
Connie Dierking was born in Brooklyn 77 years ago. His natural athleticism and 6'10" frame first carried him to Valley Stream High School in New York, and then to the University of Cincinnati. Playing center, he anchored Bearcat teams and earned All-American status in 1958. Later that year, he was a first-round pick by the NBA Syracuse Nationals.
I signed for $8,000. That's a fact. Now, a first pick signs for millions and millions of dollars. So it's too soon old and too late schmott, I guess.
After 2 years, he jumped to the American Basketball League for 3 seasons. In 1963, it was back to the NBA with the 76ers. The Sixers eventually traded Dierking and 2 others to San Francisco to secure the services of Wilt Chamberlain. Before that season was over, Connie was back in the Queen City, his adopted home, suiting up for the Royals at the Cincinnati Gardens. As a Royal, Connie got the chance to show his old team what he could do against the man they had traded him to get.
We were playing the Philadelphia 76ers right here in this building, and Wilt Chamberlain was on the team then. And I had my best game of my NBA career that particular evening. I think I scored 45 points against Wilt.
Connie spent 5 years here battling under the boards and giving fans everything he had. Fans he grew to know personally.
That's something that, you know, some other teams may not have in the bigger cities and so on, because there's different people in the seats all at different times. Here, the same people were there for every game.
Connie's 14 years as a pro ended with a final stop in Philadelphia. In a career where he was tasked with shutting down the biggest man each team had to offer, Connie averaged 10 points a game. Basketball, though, was just one part of Connie's life. The most important was family, specifically 5 talented and beautiful daughters, each of whom, including our friend Cammy, went on to make their father very proud. They were no doubt inspired by Dad's work ethic. Connie was still working in the marketing field until this November. That's when an unfortunate fall touched off the chain of health events, which eventually led his body to shut down. Until that point, he was enjoying working out and playing a lot of golf, most often with Robin, his loving wife of 30 years. We remember Connie Dierking as a great collegiate and professional athlete. But for those of us lucky enough to know the family he leaves behind, we can clearly see he went on to accomplish something much greater.
And Cammy wanted us to thank everyone on behalf of her family for their kind words and their prayers. We now have details on services which are open to the public. A visitation will be held this Friday, January 3rd from 4 to 8 p.m. at Thomas Justin Memorial Funeral Home on Montgomery Road in Sycamore Township. A massive Christian burial will be held on Saturday, January 4th at 10 a.m. at All Saints Parish in Montgomery. Interment will follow at Gate of Heaven Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be directed to the American Cancer Society or Hospice of Cincinnati. You can leave your condolences on the Local 12 News Facebook page.